What's going on, Facebook family? It's Ray and Christina coming to you live from Jinx America, and we're really excited to have a special guest with us tonight. Her name is Jodi
Clark.
Jodi Clark, and she's going to be joining us here just very shortly. Let's bring her in real quick. Let's see if she's on there. But very exciting night. It's Sunday night. We're celebrating from the big Kansas City Chiefs victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Chiefs are 5-0. We both have our Chiefs clothes on. So just giving Jodi a second to get on with us. We got a special guest tonight. Jodi is a fantastic leader in our company. She's really one of the rising stars in our business, and so we're pretty excited to have her on with us tonight. We're just gonna give her a second to jump on real quick. But we've had another great week on the gel. A lot of people have reached out to us, especially in like the last probably 24, 36 hours has been pretty busy. A lot of people have called us asking questions. We do have a retail option for purchase, and we can go into to our pricing options for people, down the road. But we have a lot of people who are getting on just as retail customers, and within 10 or 12 days they're calling, say, hey, I love this, I want to get this for a better price. How do I get this for a better price?
Courtney?
Hey, Courtney. See, a lot of people are jumping on.
Yes.
We've got a special guest, Jodi Clark, with us tonight, and we're just giving her a second to get on real quick. But we figured we'd come to you guys this beautiful Sunday evening before it starts getting too dark and the weather starts to change. We'll have to do it inside, maybe in the future. So doing that here where it's nice and sunny and bright.
We're trying to find you, Jodi. 1 second.
Jodi is our special guest tonight, and like I said, I was telling some people we're pretty excited. She has been on the gel probably about 30 or 45 days longer than Christina and I, and she's kind of become one of the rising stars in our business. And Jodi comes from a nursing background, which is pretty cool.
We hit it off right when we started.
Christina and her had a lot,
the wealth of knowledge
in common. But according to a 2017 Gallup poll, like a voting poll, nursing was actually voted the #1 most trusted career background or career
profession
field again. So that was pretty, obviously I'm a little biased with my wife being a nurse practitioner, and my sister is a nurse practitioner, and my mom was a nurse.
Jodi,
and
trying to find you. It's all right.
That's the wonders of technology.
Where are you, Jodi? Cross our fingers, guys. We're almost there.
Thanks for being patient, guys. We're going to have a special guest on with us tonight. We're just kind of waiting for technology to catch up a little bit with us. It's all right.
Jodi, all right, we're getting close,
there
guys.
She is.
Hold on.
All right.
There we go. Hey, Grandma. There's Miss Jodi.
Grandma's getting her here shortly.
Hi, girlfriend. Oops, there we go.
Hi.
Hey, Jodi.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us all right?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, hey, guys, thank you for everyone for staying on with us. Like I've been telling you guys for the last few minutes, we got a special guest on with us tonight, Jodi Clark. We're really excited to have her. Man, she has been a huge help to Christina and I in this business. She's been in the business probably 30 or 45 days longer than us, and so she's got about 30 to 45 days longer gel story than us. But man, Jodi is really one of the rising superstars in our business. She's been promoted several times very quickly. In our company, you can actually be promoted to a rank where you'll get a $750 a month car allowance, and she's already hit that rank, which is pretty cool.
That's just the first one. There's also a higher one too. So
And so, like I was telling you guys, Jodi comes from a nursing background. Jodi, I was telling people that according to a 2017 Gallup poll, nursing is actually, again, the most trusted career background in America. You know, and I don't think it's by accident that so many people with a nursing and medical background are seeing not just the opportunity with this fantastic gel product, but with the business as well. And so, Jodi, I just wanted to kind of bring you in, maybe let you give a little bit of your backstory, kind of a little bit of your background, and kind of introduce yourself to our audience.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I was actually on Christina's page watching. So that's why it took so long. I didn't even think to ask, but sorry. And then I was like, let me check his page. But yes, my name is Jodi Clark. I am a nurse. I live in Aurora, Colorado, and I have been a nurse for 19 years. And I started in labor and delivery and babies, and then I expanded into the NICU, into pediatrics, and then into PICU. I then went on to med surg and cardiac and psych, and really honestly, there is not a department in the hospital that I have not worked in. And so I say I know a little bit about a lot of things, and it was a calling for me. It was kind of, I know it was my path to follow, and I can continue using that nursing education all the years I have behind me to help with this gel, and I just love it.
Awesome. So a little bit for Jodi's audience, in case you guys don't know us. I'm Christina. We're from Jinx, Oklahoma. This is my husband, Ray.
Hello.
He's been in the sales industry for probably 15 years now.
I've got about 15 years of sales experience. I've worked in the financial services industry, and I've worked in new construction sales. So kind of a wide variety of sales experience.
And I've also been a nurse. I graduated in 2007 with my bachelor's degree, bachelor's in science. I did the baby thing too, did NICU. I love L&D. But then I just wanted to feel I could help more people in more ways than just that part. So I went and got my nurse practitioner degree. I graduated in 2015. I've been practicing in family practice for the last 3 years, and I'm loving it. So Jodi, tell us a little bit about your health history first before we get into the testimony.
Okay, so for me, I have had migraines, headaches since probably about 4th grade, is as far back as I can remember. I developed a chronic right foot pain probably about 7 years ago. I have been battling restless leg syndrome for probably the past 10 years. I had a MRSA infection back in 2007 in my head, and it was very bad. And I've had a bald spot on my head since 2007, probably about the size of a quarter. Otherwise, that's really about it. So just kind of aches and pains, that one MRSA infection, and then headaches.
Okay. So how long have you been on the gel total? How many weeks?
I think I'm around 71 days now.
71? Wow. Okay. So you're past the loading phase. And for those of you who just jumped on, just going to give a little history. We're talking about the only HGH gel out there on the market. HGH is transdermal. HGH stands for human growth hormone, which is like the mother hormone of all hormones. And this has over 40 to 50 benefits potentially to help people in just one product. So that's why it's going viral. That's why people are excited. What's this gel frenzy going on? I need a gel. We're like, okay, hold on. We'll get it to you. So Jodi, what personal experience have you had since using this product?
Oh gosh. Okay. I have literally like a page and a half of a notebook paper, so I'm going to try to remember. But
great.
I just went and got my hair done. My best friend from Illinois, she's done my hair for about 19 years, and I try to get it done once or twice a year from her. And she said I had over a ½ inch of new hair growth all over my head. She couldn't even see the bald spot anymore. So there was actual hair growing in on the bald spot that I've had for 11 years. Oh. My lashes are amazing. I've never, ever, ever had lashes. My skin, I feel like, is clearer. I live in a very dry desert area, and I could put lotion on 20 times a day, and it was never enough. And now I don't even use lotion because my skin's so soft. My varicose veins are fading. I don't notice my restless legs at night at all. And in 71 days now, I've literally had 2 headaches where I've taken ibuprofen, and that's it. My foot, I don't notice my foot whatsoever. I used to have to switch my shoes all the time, kind of plan my schedule around how much am I going to be on my foot, how much walking can I do. I don't even think about my foot anymore. I also did struggle with constipation, which I don't have anymore. I go every day regularly. I have 100% bladder control. I'm not as moody. I don't have road rage.
Hormone balance.
The road rage has gone away. I think, so I said varicose veins are fading. I'm starting to see some muscle definition. I'm starting to see some toning without doing anything, just so you know. I don't crave sugar whatsoever, and I only eat now when I'm hungry. I did a video a while back saying I have a life coach. It wakes me up in the morning, and it almost like tells me when to go to bed. It tells me when I'm hungry now, and the no sugar is huge. Like, that's so huge for me. And I think that's really about it that I can think of that's really important.
For those of you who are just jumping on, we've got a special guest tonight. Jodi Clark she's actually been on the jail about 30 to 45 days longer than us. She's kind of one of the rising superstars in our company, and she's received several promotions already in her short time. And man, she's been a huge mentor, and a huge help to me and Christina since we got started. Like we hit it off the first time we ever talked to each other. She's been just a huge blessing, to us. I was kind of sharing with people that Jodi comes from a nursing background as well, just like Christina. That was kind of, I just want to kind of let some people know who just jumped in, kind of who our special guest was.
This has been about our 5th week on the gel, and we've seen amazing results so far, which when I first saw this product, there's some people who are skeptics. I wasn't skeptic at all because I work with hormone replacement therapy as, in my profession. If somebody's deficient in it, just replacing it, they're going to get benefits. And the thing is about HGH, guys, it rises, it peaks about puberty, but then after in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, it starts to fall and drop, and pretty much we don't have any levels.
And that's when the symptoms of aging start showing. The symptoms that everybody notices, the wrinkles, the belly fat and stuff like that, just the general lack of energy. One of the biggest things, one of the biggest things I've noticed since I've been on the gel, just for for your audience, Jodi, is waking up feeling like I actually went to sleep, like waking up and like feeling rested in the morning. And my alarm goes off about 5 o'clock, and just I used to have to drink coffee or maybe an energy drink in the afternoon, to make it through the day. I drive a lot to do bids. I'm in fence sales, and so I'm driving from bid to bid, and driving, kind of get tired. Well, I just have to drink a lot of coffee, and I didn't like that. And what I've noticed is that now I've got this sustained energy level, throughout the day. I don't have that big energy up and then crash. And it's just nice not to be all worn out, Yes, I've lost some weight. Yes, I'm down 2 pant sizes. But even probably something I notice more than that is just the way I generally feel, the energy level I feel.
And, there's lots of people I've heard in testimonies, and myself, see, I have increased energy myself, but I have normal labs. There's a set of labs I go through: B12, vitamin D, make sure you're not anemic, check your thyroid. I had all normal lab levels. So, but some people still come to me and say, I still feel tired. Well, that actually has helped me. With sleep, I'm dreaming a lot, which that takes away the placebo effect, that you can't make yourself dream. So, and I've tried other sleep aids before. I know the Ambien is out there on the market. I know the Tylenol PM, the melatonin, but even with those, there's side effects. And I didn't like them. I didn't like feeling groggy. I can wake up and just go, with no problems. I just did not like that groggy feeling. But with this, I have no problems. But this product, guys, what caught me, especially as a provider, this has no side effects. It's been over the counter 14 years. Has a 93 to 97% reorder rate, and it has no side effects, no contraindications, and no meta interactions.
Jodi, from a sales perspective, the fact that the reorder rate is over 93% tells you there is a bunch of happy people in this product, and they are getting it again.
It's helping so many.
So another huge thing that's happened to me is I'm a disabled veteran. I hurt my back in the military. I actually got out on a medical discharge, And I've spent the last 20 years, you know, taking, you know, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen at a time for my back. About 2 weeks in, and this, I'm going to be compliant, Jodi. I'm just sharing with you, this is my personal experience. About 2 weeks into the gel, I woke up and my back did not hurt anymore. And that's something that's been bothering me for 20 years. So I don't know if everybody will have the same, you know, experience that I had. I'm just telling you, I want to be compliant and just tell you, this is my personal experience.
And Jodi, you mentioned sugar cravings. My one of my family members, I won't tell him, he's, you know, age is in the 60s, and he's a type 2 diabetic, has a history of AFib and an artificial hip. You know, on day 14, he said, I haven't felt this good in years, quote, quote. And, you know, he said, my sugar cravings have decreased. He's actually had to cut down on his blood pressure medicine. I'm not saying to do that for our followers out there. Always consult with your doctor.
Take your medicine, consult with your doctor.
But according to research, you know, I love this book, How to Grow Young with HGH, by research of Dr. Ronald Klatz. It actually says HGH can help lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol. It's one of the best anti-obesity drugs out there. And that's probably like one of the biggest cause of all these comorbidities of different chronic conditions that people are fighting out there. So when
and if nobody knows what that word is you just used, you're not alone, neither do I. So.
You know, all your chronic conditions that everybody's battling in the U.S., you know, it goes back to weight. That's big, weight. So, but
for those of you guys who are just jumping on, welcome. We got a special guest tonight, Jodi Clark. She's been on the gel for about 30 or 45 days longer than me and Christina. She's become kind of one of the superstars in our industry, in our company, and we're very fortunate to have her on talking tonight about her gel journey, and not just her gel journey, but her experience in the business too. Jodi, that's what I wanted to kind of touch with you about. Was, you know, you had no sales experience before you got involved with the gel. No direct sales. No, not you were.
No, I did one. I did do one other company, but I just wasn't really successful.
Okay. Not a whole lot of sales experience.
Right. Yep.
So,
yep.
What have you, as far as like the success level, like what attracted you to this business model and to this, to this company in particular on the business side of things?
So the business side, FDA registration is huge. I mean, that's just huge coming from a medical background. And being registered for over 7 years, what I always say, and nothing negative reported, we come from the medical background and people will report anything.
Right.
Anything. So that was huge. The fact that it's a brand new company, the fact that there's no competition, and the fact that the reorder rate was already 93% because the company had started and launched back in November. And by the time I got in on June 28th, I mean, there's 7, almost 8 months into it, and a 93% reorder rate. Well, you have no business if no one is not reordering, you know. So not only am I having people reorder, but I'm also having people bring people in and bringing people to me, and people are literally coming out of the woodworks to find me to get this gel. And it's an amazing gel, and I am constantly promoting it for anyone 25 and up. I have a 13-year-old son who was diagnosed with ADHD at age 5. And he has been on a medication for it since age 5. And under the care of his pediatrician, we started this gel on him also back in June. And I cut his Ritalin dose in half when school started. And he's now down to 5 milligrams twice a day. He is about 180 pounds and 5'6". And so far, so good. I had our first conference a week or so ago, and there's no disrupting of class. There's no not paying attention. There's no touching other people or putting his hands, you know, and that's that, you know, attention deficit with his hyperactivity. He can't sit still. He can't stay focused, you know, and so that is the other thing that drew me to this, because of all the things that it can help with your brain, you know, with calmness and mood and focus, and decrease that hyper, you know, sensitivity. So far it's doing good, and I'm hoping to get him off his Ritalin altogether. So,
and one of something interesting that Jodi just said was she did all this in coordination with your pediatrician. You said that's correct?
Yes, because the product is for 18 and up, and that's what it says on the bottle. And so anyone with any medical conditions, any prescription medications that they take regularly, obviously speak with your physician. But if you're under 18, and my son is adult-like size, even though he's 13, right. You still do need to speak with the pediatrician just so that they're aware, you know, of what's going on.
Right. Well, Jodi, I just wanted to take some, oh, excuse me. I got choked up. I apologize. Go, Christina. I'm sorry.
Jodi, what would you tell those followers out there who are watching you and Ray and I, if they were, you know, thinking about maybe trying the gel, or they're sitting on the fence, maybe, oh, you know, they just want to reach out to us and raise their hand, but they're not quite there yet. What would you say to those people who are just sort of sitting on the fence, just, you know, like, they just need a little holding of the hand, like, it's all right?
I would say if you want to get your life back, which is honestly what it is, feeling better, looking better, having better sleep, having better energy, you know, this is honestly the product for you. I see everyone on Facebook talking about, I'm tired, I can't sleep, I hurt, I'm now a new diabetic, I now have high blood pressure, I now have, you know, and it's just, a lot of it is aging. A lot of it is what we do to ourselves, you know, fast-paced, quick society, you know, everyone goes through the drive-through. There's so many things going on and we want instant results. Well, with this, you are not going to have instant results. You may see things within the first week, maybe with even the first few days, but the long-term results are going to come once you hit after that 4 months, because it takes 120 days to even grow a cell. So this is one of those products that everyone, honestly, 25 and up should be on if they want to get back in control of their life, be a little bit more proactive with their health and not reactive, and start to look and feel better.
That's amazing. Well, hey, those guys who are we're just jumping on, I just want to let you guys know we're talking to Jodi Clark. She's a friend of ours. She's been on the gel a little bit longer than Christina and I. She's one of the rising superstars in our company, has had a ton of success, and we've been very grateful to have some time. If you guys have not been able to catch all this, make sure you catch it in the replay. But I just wanted to thank you, Jodi, for your time tonight. You've been very, very generous, you know, with us, and I just want to give, you know, a call to action. If you're in Jodi's, you know, center of your influence, and you've come on tonight and just met us for the first time, man, if you have questions, definitely contact Jodi, and she'll answer your questions about how to get the gel or whatever questions you might have. If you're a friend of Christina and I, and you're the first time meeting Jodi, feel free to give her a like and a follow for sure. She's an amazing person with a lot of just a lot of knowledge, and she comes from a nursing background, just like Christina. But if you're a friend of ours, and you're watching, and you've got questions, man, shoot me or Christina a text or give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to answer the questions you have. If you don't have our phone numbers, hit us up through Facebook Messenger, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have. Jodi, thank you so much for your time. But we hope you have a great, even though you're a sorry little Denver Broncos fan, we got the best of you last Monday night. We love you. We still love you. But thank you so much. There she is. But thank you so much for your generosity and just taking some time with us. And we look forward to in the future maybe meeting you out there at Mile High for a Chiefs and Broncos.
See you at the top, Jodi.
That's right. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey,
thank you guys for having me, and you guys are doing amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey guys, God loves you and we love you. Have a great Sunday night.